Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome to this Frist Art Museum art trunk. It's inspired by the exhibition, New African Masquerades, Artistic Innovations and Collaborations, on view at the Frist through January 4th, 2026. This exhibition highlights the stories of 4 contemporary masquerade artists, their motivations, artistic choices, and the patronage and economic networks with which they engage. Through the presentation of works of Chief Ekpenyang Basiensa of Nigeria, David Sanu of Burkina Faso, Sheku Goldenfinger Fofana of Sierra Leone, and Hervé Yumbe of Cameroon, the exhibition offers fresh research models for contemporary masquerade, bringing to the fore issues relating to ownership and research ethics. A collaboration between an international team of scholars and artists, this is the first major exhibition on contemporary West African masquerade artists to focus on individual creators rather than the typical presentation of masquerades as products of entire cultures, which undermines the nuanced and layered stories that individual artists and masquerades tell. This video will guide you through 2 activities. For the first, you will make a foil relief plate based on the compromised Kimi masquerade genre. For the second, you will create your own wax-resist fabric piece. In this first lesson, participants will explore symbolism, metaphor, and composition to create a foil relief plate based on the compromised Kimi masquerade genre. They will practice reflecting on their community and its function in their lives. Many cultures around the world utilize skillful artwork and craft work to honor wise ancestors. This is certainly true for many of the cultures that participate in African mask making. Many of the themes found within African mask making revolve around funeral rituals and paying homage to the deceased. Today we are going to talk about a specific kind of African mask making that honors lifelong guides. We will then reflect on our own lives, thinking about who we are guided by. We will make a foil relief plate to honor the person we choose. In Burkina Faso, the Kimi-style mask is worn during rituals performed at funeral services to honor loved ones. The mask is carved out of wood and depicts animals, especially birds. This tradition is based on beliefs involving spirits inhabiting the natural world and the belief that the people we are close with can offer us guidance, even if they are not with us. The compromised Kimi is a subset of Kimi masquerade that mixes Kimi features with components of photo masquerade. Photo masquerade involves creating realistic masks that look like their subject's face. For some people who commission African masks, photo masquerade is not acceptable. Compromised Kimi is a way of combining the specificity of photo masquerade with the fantasy of Kimi masquerade to create a mask that honors a loved one who has passed on. For this activity, we will use a foil relief technique to create compromised Kimi plates that honor someone who guides us in our lives, similarly to how compromised Kimi masks honor deceased loved ones. Our goal is to honor a meaningful relationship by utilizing shapes, symbols, color, and emotion. Consider your community and the people you know best. Who has helped you grow into the person you are? They could be deceased or living. While considering your relationship, begin identifying symbols that represent your thoughts and create a composition incorporating them into your project. The materials you will need for this activity include cardboard sheets, foil sheets, glue sticks, scissors, rulers, pencils, colorful permanent markers. Here are the steps for this activity. Step 1. Consider who offers you guidance. Choose one person to focus on. They might be a teacher, a friend, a parent, a religious leader, or someone else. Think about what characterizes your relationship with this person. Begin identifying objects, shapes, or symbols that visually represent your thoughts. You might consider visuals such as a soccer ball, an arrow, a bird, or a star. Step 2. You will begin with 2 pieces of cardboard. One sheet is for cutting out images, and one sheet is the surface you will glue your shapes onto. Using your pencil, begin sketching the shapes for your composition on one piece of cardboard. Once finished, use scissors to cut out your shapes. Step 3. Before gluing your shapes to your other sheet of cardboard, try arranging the shapes a few different ways to develop a composition you like. Try layering your cardboard cutouts on top of one another. Once you have chosen a composition, glue the shapes to the cardboard sheet. Step 4. Coat one side of a foil sheet with glue. Lay the sheet glue side down on top of your cardboard composition. Fold the edges of the foil around the back of the cardboard and secure them with glue. Step 5. Define the edges of the shapes underneath the foil by running your fingertip over the foil using light to medium pressure. Spend extra time around the borders of your shapes. Be gentle to avoid ripping the foil. Step 6. Color your design using permanent markers. Estimated hands-on time, 1.5 hours. In the second lesson, participants will consider the meaning of various Nisibidi characters and create their own symbolic fabric pieces using wax-resist dye methods. Chief Epinyong Basi Ensa is a renowned third-generation artist specializing in the creation of masquerade ensembles. He learned his craft from his father, who is credited with modernizing masquerade ensembles for the Ekpe Secret Society, a powerful social and political organization in Nigeria. The Ekpe Secret Society uses a writing system called Nisibidi, which uses symbols to refer to abstract concepts, actions, or things. Chief Ekpenyong Basi Ensa is seen here wearing an ensemble featuring Ukara cloth with Nisibidi symbols. See examples of Nisibidi characters and the ideas they represent at the link on the screen. The materials you will need for this activity include cotton muslin fabric squares, wiki sticks or quick drying fabric glue, watercolor paint, water cups, paint brushes, cardboard sheet, sketch paper. Here are the steps for this activity. Step 1. On paper, write down a few concepts you'd like to symbolize and come up with a simple, unique line drawing representing each. Step 2. Lay out 2 to 5 pieces of cotton muslin on your cardboard sheet. Step 3. Using the wax wiki sticks, lay out your symbols on the cotton muslin sheets and press down so the sticks adhere to the fabric. For more intricate designs, groups with more time may choose to use quick drying fabric glue as their resist material. Step 4. Add a small amount of watercolor paint to a water cup and mix to create your dye. Ukara cloth is traditionally dyed with indigo, but you may choose to include other colors in your piece. Step 5. Using paint brushes, begin to fill in the areas around your design with watercolors to dye the fabric. Continue painting all visible areas of fabric. Let the paint dry. Step 6. Remove the wiki sticks to reveal your wax-resist dye design. Discuss the meaning of your symbols and how you decided to represent each concept. Estimated hands-on time, 1.5 hours. Younger participants, or those without much time, may complete the activity using wax crayons on watercolor paper. Participants can draw symbols onto watercolor paper using a light-colored crayon and then fill in the remaining areas with watercolor. Family reading recommendations. The Heart Never Forgets by author Anna Ott and illustrator Hayden Goodman. The Miraculous Masquerade, an Ekpe Harvest Celebration Tale by author Idara Otu and illustrator Ann Hervitsova. Meoa and the Masquerades by author Lola Shonyen and illustrator Francis Blake. The Fortune Tellers by author Lloyd Alexander and illustrator Trina Shart-Hyman. I Am Farmer, Growing an Environmental Movement in Cameroon by authors Baptiste and Miranda Paul and illustrator Elizabeth Zunan. Chicken in the Kitchen by author Nnedi Okorafor and illustrator Meredith Amini.